we enter a different phase of our discussion and reflection tonight. We will spend the next few speakers talking about reflections in faith. And there are two gentlemen here that would like to introduce. The first is a good friend of mine from the village of Hope Villa, the oldest continuously lived-in village in the United States. Vernon Masayesva. He is an educator and founder and executive director of Black Mesa Trust, former chairman of the Hopi Tribal Council. And Vernon will speak tonight about a subject very dear to my heart, and that's protection of sacred lands. In the United States, and continuing on a concept of reconciliation, in the United States, indigenous peoples cannot enter into the American judicial system on a First Amendment case. We can't bring action in any court in the United States to protect our places of prayer. That is an outrageous and unforgiving position to find yourself in. And things need to happen. Vernon will be followed by the Dharma Master, Sindao. Sindao is a Buddhist monk who combines his religious practices with care for Mother Earth and all living beings on it. Sindao is focused on three major issues in his life: the promotion of peace, the encouragement of interfaith dialogue and discourse, and the preservation of the ecosystems in the life of Mother Earth. So let me take this opportunity to introduce Vernon first.
Qual lama talong na ya manui pas taviak na buta palaiti. I thank all of you, my brothers and sisters, for inviting me to be here with you to have a dialogue and to congratulate you. All of you sitting out there are putting your minds and hearts together to begin to heal Mother Earth, who's crying, but very few people are listening. But I see so many of you people here, and it gives me hope. It gives me a lot of hope. And so thank you, reconciliators. I see religious leaders and scientists and other scholars here coming together to have a dialogue, not to argue, but to share common thoughts, vision, hope for the future. The Hopi prophecy states that we are at the ending of the fourth world. The world is turning upside down, and that's true. There's turmoil everywhere. It's not a very good time for mankind. It saddens me and the Hopi elders that so many children out there are dying, homeless, sick, because of the way mankind is behaving. I often wonder, who have we become? Why are we acting, behaving so irresponsibly? I'm here and am pleasantly surprised to be here because I didn't expect this. I just came here to be a part of a panel, and my brother Peter Chris Peters invited me to come here and to share a specific concern that I need your help with, or the Hopi elders, religious practitioners, really are crying out for help. And I'm here in their behalf. I'm here speaking in their behalf. Today, the Hopi people are facing a very serious crisis. And that has to do with the possible desecration of a very holy place called Sipapa, which is located at the bottom of the Little Colorado River before it reaches the Big River. I'm from northern Arizona. And Sipapa is a very holy place to the Hopi people. People call it a place of emergence from the third to the fourth world. We are living now today in the fourth world. And Sipapa is the heart of Mother Earth, our corner of the Mother Earth, called the Colorado Plateau. It breathes. It's a giant anthill. Looks like a giant anthill. The water used to come out and come back in because it's breathing. No one understands why it behaves the way it does, but Hopi say it's the heart of our mother. And the heart is dying because of too many non-indigenous people capturing that water, building reservoirs, drilling wells. And so the water supply that keeps Sipapa breathing is diminishing. Sipapa, can't tell you how important it is. It's as important as Torah is to Judaism. Can Judaism survive without Torah? Can Islam religion survive without the Quran? Can Christianity survive without the Holy Bible? Can indigenous religious beliefs survive when their sacred sites are being destroyed? That's how important it is to the Hopi people. We are now trying our best. The elders are. They've approached me for help and say, can you give us advice? We don't know what to do. There's this big lawsuit going on right now in Arizona in a county court. And the county court judge has already made a decision that the Hopi people have no claim rights to the water sources and systems in the Little Colorado River Basin. That's a terrible decision by a judge. The decision has been appealed to the Superior Court of Arizona, and the judge is expected to give a ruling next year. And we don't expect the judge to reorder a new trial. I don't think that's going to happen because of the politics and scarcity of water and the power of all the politicians and corporations that are now trapping all that water. And if the Superior Court judge upholds the lower court decision, Sipapa will be permanently endangered and perhaps die. that means our right to practice our religion will be violated. And that should not happen. It should not happen to anybody, anywhere. People's rights to their religion is sacred, ought to be protected. But in the case of what's now happening to the Hopi people in Arizona, that's not happening. It's not happening. So I'm here specifically to appeal to you for help, for support. To the interfaith communities, to all the other people out there, we need your help. I'm crying out to you for help in behalf of my elders. So thank you very much. And I like to just say one more thing. What is Hopi? What is Hopiism? It means, it's described in many various ways. But the fundamental basis, principle of Hopiism is Hopis call it nami nangwa, sumi nangwa, brotherhood, charity, nonviolence. When you see a child crying, stop, wipe away the tears, comfort the child. When the child is hungry, feed the child. Don't walk away. All of us are responsible for our actions and inactions. All of us, mankind, who are gifted with that ability to think, to make things like with our hands, and to communicate like I'm doing right now. It's a miracle that we are given these gifts. The power of imagination, the power to make, the power to talk, communicate in all forms of languages, music, art, math, so forth and so on. So we have the power to save the world, to create the fifth world in based on our own idea of the kind of world we want to raise our children in. So thank you so much, very much.